Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Drinks and Discussions. As usual, I'm your host, Brian. Hope you haven't been too tired of my face lately. We have been trying to be consistent with some videos. I hope that you guys are finding beneficial, somewhat helpful, or at the most entertaining. Even if you don't like the content that we provide, I hope you are getting something out of it. But today, I want to try to do something a little bit different because if you're in the spirit of doing good, which I would like to think that I and everyone else associated with Drinks and Discussions are, what better way or a better day to give back than on National Random Acts of Kindness Day? Now, how many of you guys knew that today, February 17th, is National Random Acts of Kindness Day? I know I didn't. I had no idea. And believe it or not, it has been in existence since 1995. And it's this foundation, the Random Act of Kindness Foundation, that was established, 1995. And it has been today when I've learned that this was a thing. And I know people do random acts of kindness year round, hopefully. I know I do. And we'll talk about some of those things later on. But I'm hoping that today is one of those days where everyone can just maybe just take a moment, think about doing something that is just the most randomest thing. Even sometimes you don't even have to think about it. Because I know I'm going to give you some examples later on. But sometimes kindness just happens, it's spontaneous. And I kind of want to show you guys a video first of some of this in action. And then I want to delve into a little bit more about what Random Act of Kindness Day is, how it got started, and then even some examples on how you can get started. So before we do all that, let's go ahead and get into the video that I wanted to share with you, because I think that you guys will find some of this stuff will pull at your heartstrings.
Oh, there you are. Like this one?
Yes.
This is yours now, Frank. We got this for you.
Oh, sure.
I'm not kidding. This is yours to take.
Yeah.
We got this for you.
Oh, well, you're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. We'll show you how it works and everything, but we got it. We made some phone calls and we thought you could use this, so.
I can't believe it.
So.
Thank you.
You're more
Absolutely.
than welcome, Frank.
Ask someone at Walmart to buy you something small, and if they agree to, pay for their entire cart?
Oh, you can go ahead. Actually, man, I had a question. Do you think you could buy me this? Just this little Chef Boyardee? I haven't eaten much today.
Sure.
Really? You could? Thank you so much. What's your name?
Tanya?
Yo, the truth is, I actually don't need you to buy this. I was seeing the first person to buy me this, and I'm gonna pay for your whole cart.
No way.
Yeah, so I got all your stuff.
No way.
Yeah, for sure. You guys are amazing. So yeah, just get whatever you want, and I got it. What's your name, buddy?
From the kids on the hill with my mom and my pops. I can't make it down. I can't make it down. So get out your seat and jump around. Jump around.
Is there anything you wanted in this store?
No.
Oh, what's something you want?
No.
You're a mom. You gotta get something.
My son needs a booster.
Oh, your son needs a booster seat. So why did you offer to pay for the food tonight?
You don't deny food to anybody. Oh, when your boyfriend pulls over and just helps the older guy because all of his wood fell out of his truck. That's so sweet. I found a good one. And another guy. That's so sweet. And another one. There are still some good guys in the world.
Okay, pull that up. Okay, are you ready? You ready to see? Wow! All right, put it on. Got it?
Wow.
Okay, get your hand in there. Okay, and we need to take the sock off. Here, let's take the sock off. Look at that. All right.
You like it, baby?
And you know what? We have one more surprise for you. Okay, I'll be right back.
How do you like it?
You like it, Wendy? Good.
Yeah?
¿Qué tienes pintado? ¿Qué es?
Oh, let me see.
Is Avengers?
That's super cool.
That's really cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wow!
Whoa.
What do you say?
All right, do you want to try and sit on it and put your hand on there? Here, you want to get up on the bike?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put your hand on there and you're going to push it down. There you go. On there. Okay. Settle.
Whoa, how cool. Man, you're a pro already? All right.
Oh, somebody's flying a horsey airplane down there. He's got him a little runway map. That's just perfect. I love it. That's perfect. Uh-oh, he just crashed a bitch. He just crashed.
Did he really?
I swear to God he did. Right in the trees. And it's stuck up there. Let me see the helicopter for a second. I have all three controls. You know how cool it would be if we could scoop that thing out the tree for him? You know how big of a friend I would have?
Do it.
Tail a little bit further up. I'll try to get you to grab that wing tip. I'm gonna put the nose of the helicopter right down here in the bushes. Check my tail for me.
Yeah, we're good. Back left a little bit. Got it.
Hold on to her. You reckon I got permission to land down here now?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on to her. Them guys are fucking tripping right now. You know that? They are fucking tripping, son.
Yes, sir.
Hold on to it.
Oh, really? Hey, you got it. He saw it. He saw it all.
I fly these fucking things too. I love them. Thank you, sir. You're so welcome. It was my pleasure.
You know, it's so refreshing to have most and see all of these good deeds happening. And I'm glad I didn't have my face on my video showing while we're doing this, because these types of acts of kindness really just tug on my heartstrings. And I'm hoping that it does to you, um, most of you as well. So let's delve into a little bit more about what National Random Acts of Kindness Day is. And by the way, I do have a little, it's Friday. I've got a little Bailey's coffee today, as we're watching and I'm showing this videos to you and talking to you guys. So I hope everybody's got something um, alcoholic or non-alcoholic that they would like to sip on as we are going down and talking about random acts of kindness. So, um, you know, with all of, I think random acts of kindness day was actually started because of all of the negativity and the exposure of negativity that, you know, everybody is exposed to with, you know, the news outlets, social media even. And the foundation who started this day said it was his goal. The goal is to make kindness more of the norm. And of course, we here at Drinks and Discussions thought, you know, we should all participate in this. What a better way to be active in your community than to be kind? So how do we participate in this kind of things? So being kind just seems to be the most effective way to participate. Just being kind to people. That's simple, right? And it can start with some of the most simplest of acts. For instance, if you see someone doing something good, say something nice. Acknowledge and praise them for those actions. Hey, I saw that you really worked hard over there. I appreciate that. Or if you're at the grocery store and someone's doing their best to be kind and gentle or friendly when they're checking you out, stop and say, hey, you're doing a great job. I really appreciate you doing that. Help an elderly person with something. And I wanted to expound upon that because, you know, and I don't frequently talk about generous acts, but if I want to use examples because it is Random Acts of Kindness Day, but my friend and I were at our favorite place to hang out, Uncorked. A lot of people have seen us do live shows there. And it was getting close to closing time. They're getting ready to close the kitchen, and an elderly couple came in and ordered dinner. And as they were ordering dinner, I noticed that they looked as if they might be celebrating something, and they didn't say anything. I never saw these individuals before. So I asked the person who was waiting on them to come over and said, it looks like, I said, they look like they're serving something or celebrating something, but don't mention it, but just make sure you put whatever their tab is on my tab. And so me and my friend was still there. We close the place down every time we go there. And sometimes we're there when they're still cleaning up. And as soon as they were given the tab, they insisted on finding out who actually paid their tab. And, you know, they came over and we were the only ones there. So they took it upon themselves to figure it out. And they came over, and I'm telling you, the smile and just the graciousness that they showed on just that simple act of kindness was just overwhelming. I mean, they sat there and talked to us, and you know, and it was just like we were friends by the time they walked out that door, simply by just doing something that I thought was very minor. And I'm glad that I was able to do that. But you can do other things when you're helping elders mow a lawn, help carry groceries. If you see an elderly person that is in the grocery store rolling out their items to the car, stop and ask if you can help them load their groceries into the car for them, or take their grocery basket back to the drop off or back into the store. Other ways you can do it is just send an encouraging email. Sometimes we don't hear from relatives or people or friends that have moved away and we're not easily able to come in contact with them. Send an email and say, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's okay. Just wanted to check in. Say some encouraging words. You know, if they ever need anything, you're there. Donate books to your library. If you're like me, there's a lot of books that I no longer even pick up, especially in this day and age where every book you can probably get is on an ebook. But donate to the library. Volunteer your time at a library. Here in our area, we actually have programs where people can come in and read to children, and it's free. And I know my wife has participated in this when my child or our son was smaller. They would go in and participate in some of these programs. Express gratitude is another thing that you can do. And I think I kind of covered that on the first one where you're talking about praising, but just be grateful for things that you are either given or you might see someone else doing. Those are just minor things that you can do to celebrate or participate in National Kindness Day. Excuse me. It's kind of hard to say, sorry. Random Acts of Kindness Day. Also, did you know that doing acts of kindness for others offers a physiological benefit? Hard word to say. And there have been studies that have been linked to this that shows that being kind can positively impact stress levels, depression, anxiety, levels of pain and blood pressure. These are all healthy benefits of one small thing: being kind. Being kind to others. And you know what else? It tends to garner a lot of respect from people. You know, if it's in your workplace, your bosses and people above you, they'll notice that you're kind and always having a kind word to say about your coworkers or even your superiors. People who tend to be negative in the workplace don't always seem to be the ones that are getting the promotions. They're the ones that are, you know, maybe trying to work harder than everybody else because they feel like they have to prove something. And sometimes, often than not, they're overlooked when those promotions are coming down the pipe. Because people notice that if you're not kind to someone and you're only looking after yourself and you're selfish, they notice those things. I know I do. In my line of work, I think it's a good idea for people to mind share and not always just kind of hold on to the knowledge that they have. And when I see people who are so strict on not sharing the information or the work that they're actually engaged in with others, that is a red flag to me, 100%. For all you single people, here's one. Being kind is considered one of the most attractive traits in a romantic partner. I think, you know, look, as I said, I am no Chris Pratt here. I know this. I'm no Denzel. Um, but I will tell you, I think my wife thought my kindness was attractive. One of the attractive traits that I think she looked at me and said that I think that was one of the things that I was able to fool her into falling in love with me. I'm sure it's not the only thing, but I think she did notice that as well. And I would notice this also, even when I'm doing things. I've pushed baskets in for older people, and you'll actually see other people go, "Hey, man, that was good. That was really kind of you what you just did over there." It's a ripple effect, and it does benefit others. When people who observe those, those acts of kindness, it kind of like heightens their own level of kindness, and people do respond to it. It's very, very contagious, I think. So I wanted to, it's Friday, you're getting ready to roll into the weekend. I was surprised to hear that today was a random act of kindness day. And I wanted to participate. And I want people who are viewing this video, put something in the comments. Let's talk about this another day. Let's go in and say, hey, Brian, Drinks and Discussions, we saw your video and we were out and this is what we did. And then I want to share that with everyone. Put it in the comment section. I'm going to do something today. I have no idea what it's going to be. I'm not planning it. But if I see something that I can, offer a random act of kindness to, I'll do it. I'm not out there with my video camera on my phone trying to take video of everything that I do. So I'm not going to sit there and tell you if I do it, I'm going to say, ooh, let me have my phone on. But we will discuss it. And if you can record it, fine. Let's do something about it. Let's show that, even on social media, and I know there's a lot of people who are exposed to day after day after day after day of drama and just, callousness, bulliness, bulliness. I don't even know if that's a word, but seeing people being bullied and a lot of other just negativity. Let's take today, and I am going to put this out there and see if anybody can actually hold and see if they can actually do this all day today. It's just be kind to one another without saying a disparaging word. Even if you don't like people, just say, hey, want to just come over, and I know we've had a lot of things that we don't get along with, but today I seen this video about kindness. I'm going to sit there and say something nice today and say, I'm glad you did this, or I'm really, I didn't know about random acts of kindness. Thank you for sharing. Those are simple things. And I will do that to everyone I reach out to. If I'm in the YouTube streets, I will make sure I say something kind. And I hope everyone else does too. So anyway, just a little change of topics for today. I hope everyone has plans with their loved ones this weekend. I hope they have a lot of activities outside of social media that they can attend. We're kind of on that cusp, and depending on the area, it's supposed to be like in the 70s here where I am in Texas, and the weather is getting to be nice. Get out there, enjoy yourself. Don't get on those walks with your loved one, or even with yourself or your pet. Get some fresh air, and realize that there's a whole world out there outside of your social media's persona and this whole social media platforms that you're on. And I think you might even feel better about yourself and about life. So, having said that, we are Drinks and Discussions. I, of course, am Brian, and I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Remember, Random Act of Kindness Day. Please participate, drop a comment, let us know what you did. We will talk about it in an upcoming video. Be kind to one another, everyone. Thank you again for watching.